in 29, so it's fine.
¿Podrá la señora?
Oh, ya la fueron.
Ah, ok, perfecto. Lo que pasa es que a veces la gente no sube y nos vamos de lado para ver las esculturas. Por eso preguntaba si no la podía subir para poder ver las esculturas de lado. Pero ya se fue. Espérenme. Sí, mire, generalmente subir la pirámide, donde va la gente, es para ver las esculturas que están allá atrás. Pero yo entiendo que hay mucha gente que no puede subir, que es grande, que no puede, tiene miedo a esa altura. Para esto, tenemos que irnos de lado y ver las esculturas. Yo les explico las esculturas del lado y el que quiera subir, sube para tomar fotografías de frente. Entonces, no sé si van a ir por la señora.
No.
This is obsidian. The volcanic glass that you're looking here. Today he's showing to you something like a filter to see the eclipses.
Oh, okay.
Why this black material was so important? Why people are selling to you something like this? Because using the obsidian, the black material, the people made scrapers and blades in those days. Knives also.
Uh-huh.
Pequeño para ti, chiquín. Es un collar. Ven solo te venden.
If you take the
Al sol.
mejor dale el grande. Sí, es que con eso se protegen mejor los ojos.
Yeah, no, I used to have something like this when I was in England.
Ah,
That we used to see the eclipse as well.
but this is a volcanic glass.
Yeah.
Solo te venden.
The obsidian, the black material, this is the most important resource that the Teotihuacan had in those days.
Ocuparon los antepasados para
Using
los
the black
esclavos.
material, they made these kind of scrapers and blades. Today, the craftsmen that you see here, they made something like this in order to sell you something. But the obsidian is so important. Well, it was so important for these people
Oh, okay. In those days.
in those days.
Okay.
Imagine today. It was so important that imagine that you can compare the presence of obsidian just like the presence of for a cell phone today. Everybody it has today a cell phone. It's today even that you can visit different places without a cell phone. You need a cell phone in order to be communicated. So
Yeah.
today, in those days, the people had used not the material to see the sun. That is not the regular use, but they used that black material to make scrapers blades at that time. So they saw they found this obsidian, and they made with this obsidian scrapers and blades.
Okay.
Creo que el señor se fue, pues, se llevó a la señora, ¿verdad?
Sí, porque no puede caminar muy bien ella.
Ah, ok. La va a llevar al carro.
Sí, nos va a esperar
Perfecto.
para subirse en la moto.
Ah, ok, perfecto.
Pues lleves un recuerdo bonito del lugar.
Pues, al ratito que
Sí,
terminemos
sí.
con el tour.
Dale pues.
Gracias.
La vuelta chiquita. Por aquí estamos con la vuelta.
You need to be careful coming down the stairs, guys.
Oh, they're very steep.
Yeah, very steep indeed.
Okay.
Be careful, guys.
Cuidado, Ichel, cuidado, Ichel. Watch out, please.
Pero los tres hablan inglés, ¿verdad? Entonces ya me quedo con inglés. Okay, so guys, let me take you there, very close from the altar, because over there I would like to show you some of the plates, in order to understand very well why this area, this big plaza, maybe is the most important historical area in Teotihuacan. The plaza that you are looking at right now was called by the archaeologists the Citadel. In the Citadel Plaza, we have a main pyramid over there that we call it Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl should be translated as the feathered serpent god. In order to understand Teotihuacan, I'm trying to answer one of your questions, what was done here? Imagine Teotihuacan as a commercial and a religious empire. Try to combine in your mind New York City today, a multicultural ethnic society, but also commercial. Try to combine something like this with the Vatican or the Mecca for the Muslims. So if you combine these both cities, the result should be Teotihuacan. a religious but commercial place. And this plaza was used just like today people use the St. Peter's Plaza. The pilgrims that came to Teotihuacan, not visitors, not tourists, the pilgrims came to this place and they entered to the central downtown area and they performed and they saw ceremonies here in this plaza. When they finished the ceremonies, they took the main avenue in the central area in order to commit or to make more of these rituals. So the downtown area, all these ruins that you see here, they were dedicated for rituals, political and commercial purposes. But the people, they didn't live in this central downtown area. They live in the surroundings area, in the outskirts from this downtown area. Let me take you here, guys, very fast. I would need 5 minutes.
Okay.
Then after the 5 minutes, you can climb the pyramids. First of all, in order to understand why this area is so important, you need to know something about archaeologists. The archaeologists, they reconstructed all this area and they put a special symbol when they are reconstructing these buildings. These dots that you see here, these stones as dots that you see here, those were the symbols that were put here in this wall by the archaeologists in order to tell you that this place is not original.
Okay.
The city of Teotihuacan was very different, guys. The city of Teotihuacan was painted and decorated in this way. Today you are looking something that had already been reconstructed by the archaeologists. Every wall here used to have a layer of limestone, a layer of sand that was painted in this way. Today you are looking something like a skeleton for a person. The archaeologists came here and they started the reconstruction of the citadel in the year 1918 to 1921. Here, guys, you have with these photographs or these drawings the process of reconstruction. Remember, 1918 to 1921. They started to took away all the debris, and finally, they focused in the reconstruction of that pyramid. When they focused in the reconstruction of that pyramid, they realized, the archaeologists in those days, that the pyramids were built just like layers for an onion. Imagine a Russian doll, one layer after one layer and another layer. This is why, for the kids, just like those kids, I instead of showing to them the timeline, I show to them this example, a hamburger timeline. The base should be Olmecs. The last part should be Mexicas or Aztecs. But the middle part, the meat, which should be divided in 3 layers. 150 after Christ, 250 after Christ, and 400 years after Christ. Those were the 3 general reconstructions that the archaeologists had, that the Teotihuacans had done when they were living here. Imagine the city of the pyramids with this example, one pyramid after another and after another. Now that you know about reconstruction and layers, it's important now to understand that the pyramid that you are going to climb right now was found in 2 different ways. At first, one platform in the back area, which is dated in the year 250 after Christ, second city. Then Teotihuacans added a second platform in front. But this second platform was in contact with the first one. So the archaeologists thought that maybe between these both platforms, something original could be found. Something original should be, imagine, paintings and murals just like this. So the archaeologists came to this place and they excavated that pyramid that we call it today Quetzalcoatl. I mean this pyramid between these both sculptures, and they had found that this place, the front part from this pyramid, was preserved in a very special way. All this part in front from the pyramid had in those days these sculptures. These sculptures depict the most important gods in Teotihuacan. One of them, it was a snake god. Here you can see the body for the snake. And in the middle part from this rectangle, you can see the rattle for the snake going up and down just like webs of water and reaching the head for Quetzalcoatl. Over the back of this serpent god or snake god, we have a second god with circles in the front head, and that is the god of the rain that was called Tlaloc. This finding was found in 1918 to 1921. Some years later, the archaeologists came to this place again, and they made excavations here around this pyramid. They had found in those days tombs with these skeletons. The tombs, if you focus your sight in this guy, he had the arms tied up behind the back. All of them were prisoners. Here you have the general plan for all the findings for tombs around the square area, which was the pyramid. Imagine something like this. Today, this place, the citadel, it has the most important archaeological finding or discovering in the last 100 years in Teotihuacan. And that important discovery had happened in that white tent that you see there.
Okay.
The white tent that you see there.
Okay.
In front from the stair is the place where the archaeologists had found the entrance for a pit which came down something like 36 feet under the ground, 12 meters under the ground, and then a tunnel under this ground, 100 meters or 300 feet beneath the surface. 36 feet, 12 meters, another 18 feet, something like 40 feet down there. Today, the archaeologists, even that this tunnel was discovered in the year 2005, imagine 70 years, they are still working there because they are still finding offerings there. So that is the most important discovery in the last 100 years in Teotihuacan. But today we have, maybe in the future, you are going to hear about a new discovery. Under the Pyramid of the Moon, the last one, there is another tunnel just like this that was discovered 5 years ago by radars, by American archaeologists from Arizona and Boston. So we have something like this beneath the Pyramid of the Moon. Okay, guys?
All
So
right.
you have a chance to climb the pyramid, take photos, and return to the parking lot to drive the ATVs, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any question?
No.
More or less? Yes.
Sí entendí.
No, por supuesto.
Es su
Yo
papá.
creo que ya mejor ahorita puro español para que aprenda español esta niña, porque ya quiere
No sabe.
hablar puro inglés.
Puro inglés sabe.
Sí.
She should learn English.
Sí. No, si el señor sabe un poco de español, yo hablo despacio para que sea más fácil.
¿Tú hablas poquito español, Chris?
Hmm?
You want the tour in English or poquito español?
Well, English is better because I'm just learning Spanish, so I'm not yet. I can understand some of the Spanish.
Mire, amigo, nada más déjeme mostrarle el cuchillo de obsidiana. With this knife that you see there is where the Aztecs had, how the Aztecs had killed the people here in these kind of places. Let me show you an example. Those are the knives. This is obsidian. Imagine the pyramids on the top of them with some stones and some 4 people, some warriors wrapping the prisoners. They extended the arms and the legs, and they used something like this, which used to be very sharpened. They cut here the belly area. They put the hand inside and grab the heart out. And even that the heart was still beating, they offered the blood and this heart to the gods. So those were the most important use. That was the most important use for obsidian. Today, these guys, the craftsmen, they made all these crafts using the same material that was used 2,000 years ago, obsidian. And even the small necklaces and bracelets that you see there, they are real obsidian. You need to be careful because sometimes the people sell you fake obsidian, which is onyx. So this is important, is that when you are buying something here, the people, they need to give you or to make a little test. That test is telling you if that is real obsidian.
Oh.
Okay.
Con calma, todavía no bajan.
Bueno, sí.
What test?
¿Puedes hacer el test? Miren, véalo usted. No, he's going to show you. He asked me about the test.
Oh no, I'm talking about him. I can't
Okay.
buy anything because I don't have any.
Con una moneda, una navaja o algo, intenta rayarlo. La obsidiana tiene 7.5 de dureza. Se desgasta la moneda y a la obsidiana no le pasa absolutamente nada.
El ónix se desgasta.
Si al ónix le haces esto, se hace un hoyo.
Entonces, Esa es la prueba. Sí. This is the test to know if the object is a real obsidian. The onyx is always not obsidian. The onyx is cheaper. But when you are buying something in a real obsidian, this is the real. You have time, guys, to climb the pyramids and take the photographs, and then come in again to this. We are going to return to the parking lot.
Okay.
So I give you 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'll wait for you here, guys.
All right.